You want to support the coolest merch?
And support the only locally owned news source?
Then click shop.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, John Marshall with Hy-Vee and Megan Dusterhouse with QUANADA. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So we'll get to why you're here in just a minute, but QUANADA, of course, I think everyone in the community knows what you do, kind of just, as a foundation.
We serve survivors of domestic and sexual violence.
There we go. Okay. And then Hy-Vee, I'm sure everybody knows what you do, which is you serve the community with great food and beverages.
We also do a lot of sponsorship of the community too, kind of behind the scenes to keep communities and activities going as well. So
Absolutely.
It's not just a grocery store, but we try to help out making lives easier, healthier, and happier. One of our slogans. So we got to stick to that. So.
Absolutely. So I was going to say it's kind of an unlikely partnership between Hy-Vee and QUANADA, but now that I hear you kind of explain it, it's a little obvious. Yeah.
I mean, also people forget sometimes that we have a community food pantry.
Okay.
That Hy-Vee has supported us like at a community-wide level.
Gotcha.
In all of our initiatives there. And we feed clients in the shelter. So it's not so far off as you'd think.
It's not.
Yeah.
So initially I was like, well, that's kind of a weird partnership, but awesome nonetheless. And especially when it comes to the event that you're putting on together. So the Hy-Vee Holiday Show is something that I've attended. I know Brittany's attended. It is one amazing event. And you are basically, so you kind of put it on, right? And then tell me how this works. Tell me how.
Yeah, it's kind of the main thing was the Hy-Vee. I mean, it's kind of started. It's kind of the roll out of the red carpet for the holidays, kind of get people thinking about the holidays for their business or their home.
Right.
I mean, just kind of try something, and it's just kind of like going to somebody else's house. You try a recipe, and they're like, "Man, that was really good. What did you do with that?"
Yeah.
So, or this way, you tried something really good, and you're too busy to do it, so you just call Hy-Vee, and we'll take care of you. And then it's opportunity to try some good spirits, so you can kind of look fancy at your house when somebody comes over. You're like, "Well, this is a good bourbon and good year,"
and it pairs well with this chocolate or whatever.
Oh, yeah. You were trying to educate you at the same time. We'll have a lot of people on hand that has the questions for everything too. We'll have the supervisors and things like that of the companies of the wine and spirits, and you kind of ask them questions too. So it's just not all sample. I mean, it's self-education and sampling and helping out the community all in one area.
Right. And proceeds, of course, go to QUANADA, which is
proceeds
amazing.
Go to QUANADA, which is great.
Yeah. So you mentioned sampling. Now, when we're saying sampling, immediately I think of like a Sam's Club or like a Hy-Vee, that you just go in and kind of say, that's not what we're talking about. This is like sampling on steroids plus a party, and it's an amazing time. So I'll let you explain kind of what guests can expect as far as food, wine, entertainment.
It's kind of like just a mini party. Yeah, you just kind of show up, and you can bring your friends, or you can come by yourself and just kind of sample things and go over that. We have like a little sheet of the things you sampled, so you can mark like the wine or the spirits that you like so you can remember too what you got. And then we also have a deal if you want to buy like a case deal. We'll have a case deal if you want to kind of broaden your selection of your home stash. So.
Excellent. Yeah.
But yeah, you just come in, we'll have music, kind of have a great ambiance going. We'll have several tables of sampling. We'll have QUANADA on hand too that kind of get their message, and then she'll have the books that she was talking about to give out. And we'll also have raffle and things like that, and where people can partake for opportunity for some presents as well. But
excellent.
It's just mostly just people get the word out, just have them try something that they haven't tried before, or maybe get them some new ideas for their party. There's some businesses that have parties of their own, and then there's some people that have small businesses have parties at their house. So I mean, Hy-Vee's can cater 10 people to over 1,000. So I mean, it's one thing that Hy-Vee's good about. We can adapt to what you guys have, and we have lots of ideas. We'll have sushi there. We'll have some staples as well, and some soup, and just kind of some stuff that you don't think about, and some stuff that's kind of a staple. So it's just kind of all mingle in one, and you'll have the spirits, and just kind of.
So you can get as bougie as you want or as basic as you want, and I don't even know what either of those mean really, but I will say that as far as like just the breadth of what you can get or what you can sample even at the show or at Hy-Vee is pretty incredible. And then you mentioned QUANADA, so you do have a booth every year, right?
Every year we have a booth, and we've done things in the past like a silent auction. Last year we did a wine and spirits pull, which was really fun, but we are currently right in the middle of a project with the Quincy Public Library where we partnered with them on their big read. And the book right now is made Hard Work, Low Pay, and A Mother's Will to Survive by Stephanie Land. The kickoff for that is actually at the library this Thursday. So we're going to be trying to move 1,000 of those books out into the community, and there is probably going to be 500 to 1,000 people at the Hy-Vee Holiday Show. So that is what we will be doing at our table. So if you come, make sure you stop by to get your free copy of Made.
Yeah, excellent. I have heard it's a great book. So QUANADA and Hy-Vee, again, the partnership is a little more obvious now. So that's awesome that you guys are doing this together. When did this start? When did the Hy-Vee Holiday Show start?
With QUANADA or just in general?
Just in general.
Just in general. I'm going to guess like 2006. We kind of started small and did it in our stores. And then probably 2011, we kind of went on a smaller scale and did a local hotel where both stores were together. And then we did the downtown hotel, I think, where the atrium's at now. We did that a few years, and then we just kind of branched out and then needed more space, and the Oakland Lindsay was there to help, and we did one year, we did half of that, and then we decided to do the whole thing. So we've just grown over the years, and it's just great to be a process of something that's grown so big.
Yeah.
So
I feel like every year you do yourselves too.
Yeah.
Last year was great, and now what? Like when you walk in there, you're really blown away by like the number of vendors and just the spread of food and all the decor that the store puts
the
together.
ambiance is really
something
cool.
like something for us. I mean, when people come to try new ideas, it's for us to try some new ideas as well. So I mean, it's a win-win.
It is a win-win. And I know Brittany and I were talking about, you do have the option of when you leave there not knowing which way is up, down, right. I mean, we have gotten in there and had a few too many samples. We've gotten rides, but it's just a really good time to try out some different things while supporting
you need to make
great
sure you
cause.
eat a full meal of food.
Right.
Yeah, that's why we have food too.
See, that's the thing. Well, and I did ask before we went on camera if there was live music last time or if I was just dancing in my head, because I have been known to do that. There was live music, so there you go. And of course, awesome food to give you that base, so you're not just walking around there aimlessly.
It's a short time too, so 5 to 8. It's not
5 to 8.
It's not 5 to midnight. So So it's 5 to 8. So
I can still do a lot of damage in that amount of time.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm glad you mentioned that. It's 5 to 8, and it's November 2nd at the Oakley Lindsay Center. So it's a Thursday, so I know everybody's busy on weekends and stuff, but a Thursday night is a great night to get out and have a good time and support a great cause. And
tickets are available now at both Hy-Vee stores and the Wine and Spirits there on Broadway. We can get tickets already in advance, so you can know that you're going or get your friends and plans. And
do you have to, or can you get them at the door?
You get them at the door.
Can you?
You can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
You can, but sometimes people get worried that we might run out, but we never
it's
we
run
never
out
turned
of
anybody
the
down.
special glasses.
Yeah, the
that
special
there you go.
glasses.
Concern, like the specially
the
printed.
specially. Yep, there was few glasses everywhere.
Yeah.
So people might have their stash of the years that we've had it, so they might know. They might know when we started better than I
did. You might have to drink out of like a plastic cup. Or something.
You might. Yeah.
See there, that's what we call basic, right? I don't mind. Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people like to get there first and get their glass and kind of get ahead of the game and have a chance to talk to the people and get educated as well. So it's a great night. You can learn some stuff as well and enjoy some great drinks and company and atmosphere and
support the QUANADA. So QUANADA, real quick, because we would be remiss if we didn't give you an opportunity to kind of tell kind of what your story is and how many people you impact and how you impact the community. I'd love to hear that.
Thanks. Okay. So we are actually celebrating our 40th anniversary of providing services in the Quincy community. We had our big masquerade ball last week. But when you're looking at sort of the number of people that we're serving in the community per year, we typically have about 650 survivors of domestic violence that we would serve through programs, and then 150 to 200 survivors of sexual violence that we would serve. We also now have a partner abuse intervention program. We call it the accountability group, and that's actually we're serving people who've perpetrated harm against a partner with psychoeducational groups. So we're trying to tackle this issue on all
both
fronts.
Ends, sure.
And then we also do have a community food pantry and clothing room, and that food pantry is open from 9 to 11. on Fridays, and the clothing room, you just call and make an appointment.
Okay.
There's no charge for any of that, so.
There you go. Excellent. So, of course, as I mentioned, a great cause, and it's nothing comes free, right? So all of the proceeds again from the Hy-Vee Holiday Show are going to
Yeah,
QUANADA.
we get the net.
Yeah. So
Yes.
there you go. Yeah. We definitely should go out and support this, not just for the great time, not just for
Yeah,
QUANADA,
you
but
shouldn't
all
have to twist
together,
your arm
right?
that hard,
right?
right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's
Get you out of the house and then
Yeah.
enjoy it. And
Heck
get
yeah.
ready to kick off, get you in the holiday spirit way early.
Yes,
So.
absolutely. Well, I think we're probably going to go down as a Muddy River team, and if not together, we're going to take our fams and go check it out. So is it for kids and adults? Is it for all adults?
I think
Is
it's
it
mostly kind of an adult atmosphere. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
think
All right.
every year there's a couple
Yeah.
babies in strollers. But
Okay.
like, there's
Yeah,
no kids
it's
like
There's no
running
kids
around
running
down
around.
the
Okay.
space, no.
So maybe not my kids then, because they
Yeah.
will be running around, and then I have to watch them, and then that's
Yeah,
just
it's
no
kind
fun.
of
Yeah.
kind of maybe just kind of parents out and
Yeah.
just kind of enjoy the
There you
time
go.
and
Date night.
quiet time. Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent.
Shouldn't
Okay.
be hard to
So
find a babysitter on Thursday. So.
right? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So one more time, the Hy-Vee Holiday Show is when again?
It's
November 2nd.
Thursday, November 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 to 8 p.m. at
Okay.
Oakley Lindsay Center.
All right. So there you have it. Get your tickets now, and we'll see you out there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
you very much.
Thanks so much. Coming up, I sit down with Suzanne Ellerbrock with the Quincy Rotary Club to talk about End Polio Now. Stay tuned.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Find furniture for the family room, bedroom, dining room, or home office. With new items arriving every week, discover furnishings and inspiration to create a better life at home. Harvey's Furniture, our home, your home.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy. And welcome back. Joining me now, Suzanne Ellerbrock with the Quincy Rotary Club. Welcome back, I guess I should say. This is not your first rodeo.
It is not, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Well, of course. Thank you for joining us. So we're here to talk about something that you don't hear a lot of anymore in the United States, I feel. But that doesn't mean that it's not prevalent, and that is polio and your cause of End Polio Now, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So polio is still prevalent in the world.
Yes.
And we try to remind people that it's a plane ride away. We experienced it with COVID, where that disease just spread all over the world. And polio can do the same thing. So Rotary's been trying to eradicate it since 1985, and we're what they say, this close, but we got to get there.
Yeah.
We've got to get there, and that's what this fundraiser is all about.
Okay, excellent. So speaking of fundraiser, popcorn, bourbon, raffles, food, all kinds of stuff, right?
Cash bar, lots of fun.
Bingo.
What more can you want?
Right?
Exactly.
And when is this?
It is November 4th. It's
Okay.
being held at the Quincy Boat Club.
What a cool place, too.
It is,
right?
because it's got a great view.
Yeah.
And the bridge will be lit that night for polio in red.
Okay, I was going to
So,
ask what
yeah,
color.
it's
All
gonna
right.
be for red, so we're excited about that.
Excellent.
And just a lot of fun. It's our 3rd event, and each year it just gets better and better with the people that come, because it's not about the bourbon,
Right.
although it's enjoyable.
That is a good part. That's the good side of it, right? That's the
Right,
silver
right.
lining. Yeah, you get to go and enjoy a good time with some like-minded people who are there for a great cause, and that's ending polio.
Exactly.
Now, do you have any background on, I mean, I did some just quick research of it because I'm not super familiar with it, thank goodness.
Right,
Right?
right.
But I do know that it used to be heavily prevalent worldwide.
It was.
So-
And now it's Pakistan and Afghanistan.
I was going to say, yeah,
Those are
that's
the only 2 countries that were.
that's strange. What is it? Is it because they don't have the vaccination, or is it because they do? Okay.
But they're both war-torn countries.
Okay.
And it is an area kind of like Quincy and West Quincy. They border each other.
Okay.
So if it goes from one area, like Quincy, over to West Quincy, it goes from Pakistan over to Afghanistan.
Gotcha.
So just in the last year, though, we made great strides where as a bus was coming over from one or the other, our volunteers would board the bus and immunize each child that was on there.
Okay.
And so last year alone, 900,000 children.
Holy moly.
Yeah. You think about that in Pakistan and Afghanistan, 900,000 children in 1 year were vaccinated thanks to the efforts of people here in the United States and around the world doing events, donating online, whatever it takes to help get that disease eradicated. Because quite honestly, it affects children under 5.
Okay.
So for the listeners, if you have kids under 5 and they're nice and healthy, or if you're a grandparent, I have one that's turning 5 and she can run and play and jump.
Right.
These children cannot. They're
Right.
paralyzed or they die.
I was going to ask what the effects are.
Paralysis.
Okay.
So they use their arms to scoot themselves across the floor.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our kids, they roll over and then they crawl and then they walk. These children never have that chance.
So is polio something that's transmitted? Is it something that is in the water? I don't understand
So
where
it
it
is
comes
transmitted person to person,
Okay.
but it's due to contaminated water.
Gotcha.
So a couple of years ago, I think it was just last year actually, we had a case in New York and it was waterborne.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was scary.
Yeah, that is scary.
It showed up in the United States.
So now if we eradicate, so let's say there are, just for round numbers, 1,000 cases. If we eradicate all of those, is it gone forever? Is it going to show back up in water? Is this like a never ending kind of
Sure. It is
journey?
ending. It will end. So right now I think since last September, we've only seen 6 cases between those two countries.
Oh, wow.
So we're getting there.
We're there. Yeah, we're
Just
almost
6
there.
cases. But what has to happen is then we monitor it for another 3 years after that before we can declare it polio free.
Gotcha.
So when I really got on the bandwagon with this, we had Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, and Nigeria.
Okay.
Well, India and Nigeria have been declared polio free.
It's just in the last 3 years?
In about 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're polio free.
Outstanding.
We need to do the same thing with Pakistan and Afghanistan.
Absolutely.
So when you're thinking about, I don't really like bourbon. Okay, a lot of people don't, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you like making a difference in somebody's life,
Yeah.
then you can get a ticket, and it's on our Facebook page. It's the Rotary Club of Quincy. The event is on our Facebook page. You can go to our site and buy tickets online.
Okay.
And even if you don't come, you've made a difference because every dollar that we raise, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation matches it.
Okay.
So for $1, it becomes $3.
Okay.
And it's $3 per vaccine.
Oh, total cost-wise.
For a vaccine.
Okay.
Just the vaccine. Now, that doesn't include the workers
Administering
and
it. Sure,
all
sure,
of that
sure.
stuff, but $3 for the vaccine. So my goal this year is to raise $20,000,
Okay.
which matched by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation becomes $60,000 from right here
Yeah.
in Quincy, Illinois. And
That
that's
would be
going to make a
incredible.
huge impact.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and if you said, like you said, if you don't like bourbon, but you still have popcorn, right?
We have popcorn. We're going to
Yeah.
have some food that people can buy. I can give you a hint. It's going to be barbecue.
Okay.
So, and everybody loves barbecue.
Yeah, who doesn't love barbecue?
Raffle. So the ticket is $50.
Okay.
That gets you 6 samples. It gets you the popcorn. It gets you a shot glass and 1 raffle ticket because we are having about 10 bottles of what I call blind raffle bottles.
Okay.
They'll range anywhere from $30 to $100, so you never know what you might be getting in
That's
your raffle.
fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
That's
so
fun.
we disguise it so you can't tell by the shape of the bottle.
Right.
And then in addition, for those people that, I can't make it at all, but I love bourbon, a lot of people out there know about Blanton's.
Yeah.
It is a really big deal.
High end.
And so people want to collect the bottles that spell Blanton's. Well, thanks to Ryan Sealand out at Relax Quincy Spas, he's donated a complete set to our cause.
Oh, wow.
And we're selling raffle tickets for $20.
Okay.
That's it, $20. But we need to sell at least 300 to make it worthwhile.
Sure.
So if we
Sure.
sell 300, we make $6,000.
Are you there yet? Are you
Not
almost there?
yet,
Not yet.
no,
Do you know how
no,
many you
it's-
need?
Yes, we've sold right around 100. So
Okay.
I need 200 more to sell. And you can find that on our Facebook page as
Okay.
well. Click on it, buy it, make a difference in
$20
somebody's
bucks.
life. $20.
Yeah, then you
or
get a
$100
chance to-
bucks.
right? Yeah.
And then you can save it, which a lot of collectors do.
I
You
would
can
not.
drink it.
Yeah, I
which,
would totally be drinking
let's
it.
Or there's this thing called you could resell it. So
That's true. And I don't know like the going rate of it, but I do know some mega collectors who would probably be willing to shed a pretty penny for that. So,
They would be.
Yeah.
So $20 for a chance to win that complete
That's
set.
what I mean. That's,
I
yeah,
know.
you can't beat that. Plus you're out with friends and enjoying bourbon, even if you don't enjoy it, I'm sure they can get other drinks, right? There's a cash bar.
There's a cash bar.
There's a cash bar. So you don't even have to like bourbon. You just go and support.
Just come and have fun.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that I lost my complete.
That's all right.
I hate when that happens.
No, you're okay. So while you're thinking about that, the date again is
November 4th.
Okay.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
At the Boat Club.
At the Boat Club.
Yeah.
And do they get their tickets ahead of time? Can they get them at the door?
So it's best to go online to our Rotary Club of Quincy Facebook page.
Okay.
They can get them there. If somebody isn't on Facebook and they're like, how do I get them? Call me.
Okay.
So my number's 573-406-3259, and I will work with you to get tickets. I accept Venmo, so people can get it that way, and it'll be a great night.
Yeah.
It'll just be a great night.
Well, there you have it. If you are interested in bourbon, popcorn, having a good time, or supporting and Polio Now and the Rotary Club of Quincy, go to the Quincy Boat Club or get a hold of Suzanne to get your tickets. It sounds like it's going to be a great time.
It is going to be an awesome time.
All right. Well,
and this year, I remembered what I was going to say.
Yes,
this
good,
year,
good,
it's
good.
an animal theme.
Oh,
so
okay.
we're going to have
Okay.
whistle pig. We're going to have wild turkey, Kentucky owl. So for people like, oh, I don't know if I want to try that, for $50, you get 6 samples of bourbon.
I'll be trying all of them.
what a
Whistle
deal.
pig. What'd you say the other ones were?
I've got wild turkey,
Yeah,
Kentucky owl.
Okay.
I mean, I'm there.
Yeah. I'll be having the whole zoo by the end of the night for sure. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad you remember what you were going to talk
Yeah,
about.
me
That's
too.
great. That's a whole new plus for it. So yeah, there you go. And Polio Now at the Quincy Boat Club. And even if you're not interested in going, get online or get a hold of Suzanne and donate. Definitely want to eradicate that. And if we have the opportunity to do it or to help, let's do it.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks.
Okay. I think that does it for today's Daily Muddy. We'll catch you back here tomorrow.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.